Very few text files have been written regarding the sexual tendencies and practices of necrophiliacs. While most people would prefer to believe that we do not exist, we most certainly do, as is obvious to anyone who visits the cemetery during our lightly rampages. Necrophiliacs prefer to go about their business alone. Sharing is not a part of this alternative lifestyle, as the corpse wears out fairly quickly. This is not to say that the occasional orgy involving 4 or 5 necrophiliacs and about dozens of corpses does not occur, but it's very rare. In this file, I'll describe common and some uncommon techniques which necrophiliacs use to gain satisfaction from their stiff partners. Hopefully you enjoy these vivid descriptions. We'll encourage you to go out to your local cemetery and join our rings. Finding a partner. Finding a partner for your necrophiliac activities is definitely the hardest part. You not only have to gain access to the corpse, but you also have to find one which suits your tastes. Granted, some necrophiliacs would screw roadkill if they're given a chance, but most of us are discriminating. Your chances depend on where you pick up your date. If you have access to a morgue, it will definitely be your best bet, as the corpses there are usually the freshest and have not yet been treated for burial. They may be a bit chilly because they are lying in the meat locker for days, but you shouldn't really make that a big difference. But it shouldn't make that big of a difference to a determined necrophiliac. Cemeteries are a bit harder to deal with. Finding a screwed corpse is harder to do. However, if you know how to interpret signs, this shouldn't be a problem. If a grave consists of a mound of fresh dirt and it's covered with flowers, chances are that the stiff haven't been laying there for too long. Rotting flowers on the mound usually is a hint of the state of the corpse as well. Some people are exclusively into porking the bone, i.e., sex with skeletons. In this case, you can dig up almost any grave in the hope that the inhabitant hasn't yet disintegrated into dust. Try to scope out a fairly secluded cemetery for your passions unless you have a sense of danger to go along with the sex. How having someone to catch you in the act is not fun. If you're picked up by a cop, chances are you won't be able to screw anything but Bubba behind bars for the next few decades. People are generally not understanding of the necrophiliac lifestyle, so it will probably be a long time before we can come out of the closet. Preparation. Depending on where you are at this point, you have to either or a lot of work to do. Many people in the morgue will obviously have a little more to do than open a locker, pull out the corpse, and bang away. If you're one of the cemetery people, you have much work to do. An experienced necrophiliac is always a crypt of bare stencils, a shovel, Vaseline, and a box of rubbers. Why the shovel's needed should be obvious, and if the ground is hard, then you might need more equipment to dig up your date. The Vaseline is used to loosen up the corpse a bit. This makes it less likely for a body part to break off while you're having fun, and also prevents your man tool from being too irritated when screwing the dried out pussycat. Excuse my language. The box of condoms is used to play it safe. No necrophiliac should be without it. You never know which TDs your partner had during his or her lifetime, and believe me, it doesn't get any better after a person dies. You could put it on more or one rubber for extra protection if it's warranted, but screwing a corpse without protection is just plain stupid, unless you want to be the next date for another necrophiliac. If you are in a cemetery, try to drag out the corpse out to the grave, behind a bush or another secluded place. Pumping away in the grave may seem more than convenient, but severe disadvantage to you if you take off in a hurry. Sometimes the corpse is too frazzled to be moved. In that case, make it fast. Or you break off a head, hand, or little torso and take it with you for added convenience. Techniques. So now you got a stiff lying around stealthily in front of you, but you have no idea how to start. Well, you proceed from this point on really depends on what kind of person you are. The corpse will last longer if you treat it gently and with care. But if you prefer to go all out, you probably will receive great satisfaction. But there are many differences between screwing a live and a dead person, which one needs to be aware of. Firstly, a corpse will never tell you to get off of it. If you're being a bit rough, it will never complain no matter what kinky sexual practices you use for it. Screwing a corpse is also much more predictable because so there's a typo. Because you can raise an arm, leg, or whatever, it will still be able in the position when you reach it again. Sorry. Take the arms and gently lock them into an embrace behind your back. Spread the legs to make the kinkiness much easier. Yeah. If you want a great BJ, then lubricate your partner's mouth. Lock it with your, you know. Although there is no tongue stimulation, it's still worthwhile. It's also safer than conversational sex. Corpses can also be recycled if treated properly. If you're a persistent embalmer, you can keep a corpse over 5 years if it has been properly embalmed. That's free sex whenever you want it, naturally. You don't want to be too rough with an embalmed corpse, though, as more than fragile. One final advantage of doing corpses: they are always in abundance. Based on your sexual preferences, you can designate a cemetery or morgue as your territory, and as always find fresh partners to screw. Plus, you don't have to resort to cheesy pickup lines, spend all your money in order to get a date. Necrophilia is a passion, which is cheaply satisfied. Conclusion. I hope this text file will encourage you to go out and try necrophilia. Not many people do it. That's precisely what makes it so fun, and it makes you feel special. No living person would touch you. If no living person would touch you with a 10-foot pole, then try having sex with a corpse. Some of them are real beauties, and it's an experience you'll never forget. It's no greater experience for a virgin having his or her virginity taken by a corpse. Anyways, have fun, and if you have any experience you love to share, then all means do. Maybe necrophilia will enter the mainstream because of your efforts. Technic 8/9/1993. A little disclaimer: necrophilia is highly illegal, and so if I'm not saying I do it or anyone I know who does it, it's just a text file that I wanted to share with you. What you do with the information is, don't blame me. Bye.